Hello everybody. So today we got a little bit of a treat. We're going to kind of talk about the Valmetal pack and everything that we have going on with it, because there's quite a few additions to what it was back in 22. So right here we have our pump. It's not going to be a stirrator like what it was back in 17 or 19 whenever they had Lagoon stuff. And we'll just go ahead and before we get going on that, what I want to show you guys, the ones that are going to be getting this on Patreon early are going to have to kind of go through this. We're having some difficulties with, I think it's having dual planes on setting up the lagoons. So to get our lagoons where we want, we have to actually end up digging out a hole. So we'll go right here. And we're going to add. So here is the lagoon. So I'm going to show you what happens whenever we try to go ahead and put it in now. Because it's having trouble with the dual planes. Because basically what it's doing is it's seeing the bottom of our lagoon, and it's putting that at the level with everything else. So our best bet is actually to dig down. Oh, there, Mark. So we need to go in, and we're going to delete this. And this actually works a little bit better to place it the first time, because now we can go in and see exactly what we need to change it width-wise here. So this is probably one of the most important things about the pack right now, and those who are going to have the early access to it, is making sure that we get the lagoon part done first. We're hopeful to have it fixed eventually, but not sure if we're going to have it in time for the full release here. Well, for the Patreon release, I should say. And Mark, I'm doing pretty good. How about you? Alrighty, so now we are going to level. Okay. It's a little bit unfortunate. It does take a little bit of work at first, but I think with the pack and everything that we're able to do with the lagoon, it's going to be well worth it. Okay. Now, oop, we missed a spot. Okay. Now we'll go back to this. Ah, gosh dang, I ended up going lower than what I needed it to. So that one's on me. I ended up going higher than what was needed. Alrighty, now let's try this again here. Yep, looks like we still need to come up some. Alrighty. I think we can live with that for right now. Alrighty. So now what we're gonna go ahead and do, grab us a semi here. Let's do this one. So we're gonna buy this. So one of the exciting things on this pack is we're going to have a semi-trailer too, which was on 22 as well. Now this is our, I want to say, own trailer, kind of based on some real life interpretation, but it's not a actual trailer out there. So we're gonna go with this. We're gonna add our power boom, add wheel covers. Alrighty. So we'll go fill our lagoon here real quick. Tap through all these vehicles. Hey there, Cater, how are you? So normally I would have probably had all this stuff set up for a better showcase, but I really wanted to show off everybody the, starting from zero with the lagoon. Because it can be a little bit frustrating when we're doing it for the very first time. And normally I'd have everything kind of set up and ready to go. But we're going to go ahead and fill this. Slurry. Whoops. I got a little bit too close. I also haven't been able to play with the next side yet. I plan to this weekend, but we shall see. So we're going to go ahead and dump this. We also could run our power boom out. This unloaded. Let's go ahead and take a look at what all on our slurry tank options there is. So this one, it's for your lower horsepower, 170 horsepower, 7.2 meters. We've also got this one. Our different tire options. Then we have our power boom transfer. So this is super handy if you wanted to run a tractor instead of a semi back and forth through the field. So you could load another unit. So we'll turn that off here. We'll add our chrome flow meter, which interesting enough, so a lot of people think of a flow meter as having a spinning wheel on it. And as that wheel spins, it counts how many gallons is going through. These are actually electromagnetic. So what it does is it measures the amount of fluid that goes through it based on like magnetic. It's pretty cool. It took me a long time to understand how it actually works, but it's pretty sweet. So we also have an extension to make it a little bit easier to load with a power boom. Our automatic greaser. And then we have our attacher. So say you wanted to put one of our lift systems on. This is how you do it. If it's just going to be a shuttle unit, you don't have to worry about it. We have the 3 design colors, the gray, the red, the orange. My personal preference is orange. So then on the frame you have it between the red and orange. So we'll go ahead and buy this one. And we're going to go ahead and fill this again. And we're also going to go and buy it and get some more money here. Yep, that was not enough. I need one more 0. Okay. So, on our next one, go with this one. We'll do red for this one. What I like is that we have so many different variations. So depending on how big the operation you have going on right and then, you can go small, big. You can really kind of tailor-made and have something for how big you want. A lot of other mods out there, it's like, okay, you got either the highest horsepower or you got the lowest horsepower. For this one, we'll probably continue with having an attacher. Leave that. So then we're going to get to our 2 bigger ones. So with our 2 bigger ones, I'm probably going to go ahead and set these up to be transfers. So that we can run one big tank and fill 2 machines and let them keep rolling. Obviously you can do it however, vice versa, but And then we got our biggest one here. So another thing to look for here is we have our manure injector. So we have a Gen 3 system and a Gen 4. We'll go ahead and get our Gen 4 here. And then we've got our, so this is obviously injecting it into the ground and also gives it a cultivator state. Whereas this is just going to broadcast it. So we'll go ahead and get this one. This one. And this one. So one of the pretty cool things I think is we've got this here. So this allows us to back it into our lagoon and actually pump out our slurry. I like that IP Farms Holy Pit. And like I said earlier in the stream, it is not technically a, it's not a stirrator, it is a pump. Right now, I don't have smaller pits. Let me see here if I still have the one that we were testing with. No, so there was another one that we had that was a little bit smaller, but I think with, for now, we just have the larger one. What's the mod I do there, IP Farms? Swing this one out here pretty wide. Yep, and then the car is going to stop us in our tracks. Freaking AI, I swear. Okay, well, that works. Hey there, Jack. Friday's going pretty good. How about yourself? Alrighty, we're going to go and grab our semi out here. Ah, dang it, didn't get fully unloaded quite yet. That's alright, because what we'll do here I think somebody had that in 22, so I imagine that's probably going to get converted over. Okay, we are going to reset. This mod's pretty cool. I'm excited for everybody to be able to get their hands on it. Because there's some other cool features whenever we get out there into the field and we start working with it. Hi there, Elk Forest. I don't personally have the experience with it, but I do know that it's made it very difficult for everybody else in the team to have to fight through giants on little details, as well as having to deal with the ridiculously long wait times. I think because of that, you're seeing more and more modders just go to dropping stuff straight to Patreon and itch.io. I understand it. It definitely sucks though, because you hate that mods have to get privatized. But that is kind of where we were at. Alrighty, let's go ahead and unfold this here. Whoops. I got it a little bit too close. Let's see if I can use the super strength here. Sorry about this one. This is totally my fault. Ah, gosh dang it. That's not working out very well here. There we go. So from here, we'll go ahead and we'll back up a little bit. Okay. So let's go ahead and take our smaller tractor. Go ahead and get backed up here. This might be my bad. I don't think we can attach that one with the lift arms, so we'll go ahead and come back here to this one. My day's been pretty good. Been pretty busy. How about you guys? Took a turn a little bit too fast. Thank God for super strength, right? Have to watch that. One of the things I absolutely love about this mod is being able to activate like a double rate. That way, I mean, it uses a whole crap load of slurry, but it beats the heck out of having to make multiple passes for fertilizer. Gosh dang, I was texting and driving. Just a little bit off here. And there we go. That may not be fully lined up. Alright, let's try that. There we go. Alrighty, we'll just go ahead and pull off now. Let's go ahead and get us some auto steer. Like I said, I do love it whenever we have our double rate. Goes ahead and lowers our speed, but really start putting it down. And you can see where it was just a single, and now it's laying down double. Alrighty, I'm gonna grab another tractor and we're gonna show that one off. We'll go ahead and we'll grab the gray one here. I don't know about y'all, but I'm super pumped for everybody to get this pack out. I think it's gonna kind of feel like a whole nother element to the game, especially people who are doing cattle super heavy. So I think on this one, I'm gonna have the semi-tanker fill it up. Hi there, Aiden. Doing pretty good. How about yourself, man? Alright, we gotta get it unfolded now. Grab us our semi real quick. What's going on with our tractor here? I think we must have had it sitting a little bit too low. Okay, fill this one here real quick. Yeah, good deal. Are you excited about the pack? See, that's why that extended, the extensions are nice on this one. It's a little bit easier to line up. Alrighty, go ahead and get our auto steer set up. Also, it's super exciting, guys, because this is our 8-year anniversary of custom modding. I'm a relatively newcomer with the custom modding. I've been dealing with the guys for probably 5 to 6 years. So I've not been with them from the start, but I've been with them for a long time now. I do apologize, guys. I've got something I've got to attend to, so I'll be right back. All right, everybody, I really do apologize. My dogs needed to go out. I just kept pushing them off, pushing them off, but didn't want to risk it. So now we'll go take this one here, and this is going to be kind of our transfer unit. So we'll go get it filled. I do plan on doing another live here this weekend. Gonna go back to the Cortland, Minnesota 4X and continue that farm on there. Which I should have a little bit more time, maybe do a longer stream with that one. I don't know if I'm gonna do that on Saturday or Sunday, but we'll see. Well, that's filling. We'll go ahead and grab our other tractor. And I'll show you my personal favorite way to put the slurry in. Because I like to knife it in. I think if I'm going to go ahead and go over the field and spread something on there, you might as well run the cultivator on there, right? It's not as big, but I personally believe in just knifing it in as well, but Oh, thank you very much, Lampo. How you getting on there, Lampo? Alrighty. Now, the one thing I do like about it is if you've got this attachment on, if you double your rate, then it doesn't actually affect your speed. Ah, I gotcha. Well, members, we really gotta appreciate all the details that the team put in on this thing. Yeah, I don't know if any of y'all have actually been paying attention, but our gauge is functional. So that right there moves up and down with where the actual tank is sitting at. We're going to go ahead and take us a quick walk around the lagoon pump here real quick. Look at the suspension we got here too. How everything articulates. I should probably take it down into a ditch here and show you guys. Might be a little bit too steep of a ditch, but and look at that suspension there. Well, here's a quick overview of our Valmetal pack. There's a few things that still need to be tweaked a little bit here, but the pack is pretty awesome, and I think the people, especially those in the Patreon that are going to have access to it, definitely gonna love it. But alrighty, everybody, I think that's gonna be it for me today. So we hope to see you on the stream. Like I said, I'm planning on either doing that tomorrow or Sunday. If you join our Discord, you can. Obviously, that's where I'll end up updating everything. But if you'd please like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Patreon. We have Twitch. We have YouTube. So, and our Discord. So all the links should be in. So. Thank you all so much. We hope you guys have a wonderful evening.